Hey guys, DanHeilman here. We are back with another Awaken Chaos Era video. Today, I'm going to be doing a dungeon guide on Witch of the Wind. I've been spending a good amount of time in here. I've been messing around with different teams, and I have a team that works about 70% on stage 12 and 100% on stage 11. It's also a very quick team. And I'll go through some other substitutes, some other teams that other people are using. Let's first start just by looking at this, and it crashes every single time I click that button. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's try that again. I want to see the other teams. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, all right, sweet. All right, so, wow, more people using poisons than I thought. Interesting. Okay. I've seen a lot of teams using damage dealers, something kind of similar like this, and I've seen some other teams. Okay, so here's the deal with Queen. You need to have very high speed. You need like 210 speed. So there's two kind of options for what you can do. What you can do and what I've been doing is basically bringing in Tia, Santis, Gangello, and Hackerin. You definitely don't need to use this team, but Tia is someone that can help slow down the boss. She has that frostbite, which slows down the boss's speed. So if you're not able to build your entire team with over 210 speed, you can use someone fast. I think my Tia is at what speed? Let me go show you the stats on my Tia real quick. I think she's at like 220 speed or something like that. Hello? Hello? Here we go. I have all level 15 gear. I do have her in a stun set just for fun, and her stats are 196. So she's a little bit slower than the boss. She could use a little bit more speed, but I have built her for damage. She has 100% crit. She has decent crit damage. Attack's kind of low, and I have focus to land her abilities. I also have some precision, which kind of helps with other stuff in PvP, etc. So the whole thing I wanted to do was build a team where I did not need to change my gear. I did not want to build a custom team for Witch of the Wind. So basically all of my units are still my normal units and normal speeds. So it's kind of interesting. I'll show you the run on auto. Am I on 12 or 11? I think I'm on 11, which is fine. It'll be a little bit quicker that way. I don't know if this is 12 or 11, but I'll kind of show you what happens here. So my Tia is the fastest. She's going to go ahead and freeze everyone. And Gangello and Santis are going to do some other stuff, throw some poisons. The enemy's going to attack me a bunch and kind of kill themselves. Hackerin is in here just to make sure that I'm able to survive until the boss. I am using the Resurrect spell and the Block Death spell. So you can see the Block Death one on Santis, which is fine. My Tia actually hits decently hard, which is cool. She's interesting with the stun set, although she didn't get any stuns on that first wave here. Alright, so that's first wave done. I'm not even sure if this is 11 or 12. I forget what level. I think this is 11 with level 75. I'm not quite sure. My Tia's getting wrecked here. But the Resurrect spell means even if she dies, she's still able to place the decreased speed on the boss. So that is okay. Alright, here's another ult from Tia. You can see she's going to freeze everyone. She also landed, what is that, one stun? Which is about average. You know, it's only 20% chance to land. So the stun set's not necessary. I just did that to kind of play around in PvP and Void Tower. So definitely not necessary on Tia. And you also don't have to build Tia for speed. If you just want to use her to lower the speed of the boss, then that's fine too. You can build her a lot tankier with high focus and high speed. I like her doing a little bit of damage because it just kind of speeds up these runs a little bit. Alright, so now we're on the boss. I'll show you how this goes. I am focusing the boss. I am not... oh, this is not on. Yeah, so I'm going to focus the boss for sure. You can see my Tia's probably going to die, but as long as she already has the boss slowed down, that's kind of her only purpose here. She should be able to use her ult soon, and if she dies, when she gets resurrected, she's going to use her ult anyway. So here she's going to use her ult, and then she's going to die because of the bleed. And she's going to literally get up and use her ult again. Because she's the only one dying in this comp because the three others I have are very tanky. So she gets to use her ult multiple times. And you can see she's locking out the other ads here. So she froze both ads. which is great for the CC. And she also has a chance to stun if she doesn't land the freeze, because freeze is only 50% for her. But you can see I'm just going to tick away the boss with poisons. There we go. I got a stun and a freeze on both units. Again, more CC, and you can see we have this reduced speed here on the boss here, which is minus 10% speed at 5. It applies frozen. Kind of sucks when you do the frozen because it removes the frostbite, and obviously the boss can't be frozen. So that's kind of annoying, but other than that, this works great. I think this is 11 that we're on right now. You can see the boss is just getting slammed really quick and just commits suicide instantly. So this is actually a very fast run. I don't even know how long this run was. Oh. Yeah. All right, so Assassin's Gear is very rare. You don't get a lot of it. This is actually not terrible, but I'll show you the battle report. Tia doesn't do a lot of damage, but she did do some damage. Santis, of course, is just holding down the team here. Now, I'll show you the stats of everyone, but it's the same stats I use for Queen of Tides and all that. And then after I show you stats, I'll go through some other teams you can use. Zitlin is very strong as here as well. If you want to use all damage dealers and no poisoners, that works totally fine. I think the speed of the boss is 212 for stage 12, so that is your target for speed. I'll go show you the units I'm using and what their gear is like. So I kind of showed you Tia. I'll just show again real quick. I have her in a stun set. Again, it's not necessary. And I have her in 2 broken sets. I have her in speed boots. I'm not going to go through every piece of gear. I'll show you just the stats. Again, almost 200 speed, 100% crit damage, focus, a little bit of agility, a little bit of precision. Attack's kind of low. Glyphs are basically maxed, and abilities are maxed. You can build her just fast and tanky and high focus if you want. You don't need to build her for damage, but I use her with a damage set because I use her in arena and other content as well. So sometimes I use her in arena, not very often. I also use her in tower. I kind of put a stun set on her just for fun, just because I was messing around a little bit. I'll show you my Gangello gear. My teams are geared very well. I use Gangello and Santis a lot, so they have pretty good gear on them. You can see here I'm using a broken set and then cursed set. I'll show you the stats. 23k HP, 2000 defense. Again, I'm pretty slow. Ideally, for this dungeon, I would build him faster. I'd build him, 210, 212 plus speed if I want to go before the boss. That's ideal, would be to be above 212 speed. But focus needs to be at least 70. 100 is good. And yeah, the rest of the stats don't really matter. Agility matters. Resistance is nice to have because of the bleeds, but not a necessity. Who else? Santis. Santis, again, is the same exact story. Let me show you the gear. I'm using a focus set and I'm using cursed set. Everything's basically level 15. I need to take that up. Not very good. That's why I haven't yet. Glyphs, abilities. You don't need this a second ability. I don't like the cooldown here, so I never finished our abilities. But yeah, you can obviously feel free to do that. That's not what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you stats. Okay, stats. 20.5k, 1800 defense. Speed, again, could be a lot higher. This is my normal gear for Queen of Tides, so I did not want to mess with the gear. This gives me 160 speed, which is just below Gangello. You do want Gangello to go first. I have a ridiculous amount of focus. 130% focus is totally unnecessary. 100 is good. 70 is like bare minimum. You're still going to get some resist at 70. A little bit of precision and agility, also not needed. And who's the fourth in my team? Hackrin. You can also use Blackhorn. Blackhorn removes all of the bleeds. You can use either Blackhorn or Hackrin. I don't know which one's better. It kind of depends on your team. Hackrin just means you can survive more hits, but Blackhorn obviously is going to be able to top everyone up. I'll show you my Hackrin. He's built very well. He has good gear. He's in a revival set and a defense set. He has 18k HP, 4000 defense. He's slow. He needs to be faster. He's only 150 speed. His focus is also low. His resistance is okay. Agility is okay. A little bit of precision, etc. You're going to want him to be A2. He doesn't need to be fully ascended like mine, but you do want the A2 because that gives you the increased defense for the whole team. 20%, which is, what is that, 800 defense for your entire team? That's very strong. So that's cool. He also gives max HP. Yeah, that's the team. So I don't have Zitlin. Otherwise, I'd show you a Zitlin team. A lot of other people are using people like Orak just as a big time nuker. Again, if you want to build Orak, build him very high speed. I know a lot of people are also using Marion Shadowblood, another very good unit. You basically want single target, hard hitting damage dealers, build them with very high speed, and they have to have really good stats. They have to have high damage stats. You know, even someone like, I'll show you one of my other damage dealers that I've built decent. You want stats like this, except for you also want really high speed. So you want at least 250 crit damage. You want around 4K attack. But you really want like 212 speed on your damage dealers, or on everyone, because I guess I didn't go through it, but I can go through it real quick. When you go to the dungeon, if you click this here, basically what happens is, where is it? Damage all enemies. Damage scales with the speed difference between this character and all enemies. So this is the thing that really screws you. If you're very slow, you take a lot of damage from Queen. I'm sorry, Witch, not Queen, Witch. So that is why you want to be at 212 speed. That is the speed of the boss. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so again, use a poison team like I did. If you don't have a poison team, then you can use a raw damage team. Zitlin is really going to help you because Zitlin's going to put on her curse first. And then basically once you do half the boss's damage, as soon as that curse expires, the boss is dead. So you're trying to burst the boss as fast as possible. You need high speed. 212 speed is the speed of the boss. So you want to be as close to that, if not over, so that you're not taking a lot of damage from her abilities, and you get a lot of bleeds on your team. So if you have a way to remove bleeds, that's good as well. Resistance would help, but you're honestly just trying to build a damage team to do as much damage as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I just want to show you how I got Witch of the Wind. This is the last guide I had to make. I've made a guide for all of the videos. This team that I just showed will work on 12, although it was only maybe 60-70%. On 11, it is very fast and it's 100%, so it works great there. Yeah, so whatever team you got, I will say this is an end game dungeon. You need good gear, or you're definitely going to have some trouble with this dungeon. Okay, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Go down there, hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not already, and have a great day, everyone. See you guys.